Angie Sierra here. Welcome to Training to Thrive, episode 2. I want to first start by thanking you for tuning in. Your support has been magical. Thank you so much for welcoming me into your life. Thank you for being in our lives. Thank you. Gracias. Let's get to today's episode. It's going to be a doozy. It's going to be a deep one, but a very necessary one to get you from where you're at to where you want to be. And here it is. Many of us grew up in households where saying the words, I love you, expressing emotions, sharing feelings, showing affection, or being told that you are great was just not part of our upbringing. In some cases, it's because the parent or guardian just didn't know how, because they too grew up in a household where emotions weren't really acknowledged, right? In other cases, the reason for this kind of upbringing was because the parent or guardian was raised to believe that showing emotions or expressing your feelings was a sign of weakness. So, for many of us, those who raised us were physically there, but not emotionally there. On top of that, as children, we were naturally influenced not only by our parents and guardians, but by our teachers, friends, family members, strangers, media, society, religion, even in the form of grades in school. The lowest grade in school has left like a huge impression on us. For instance, in class, when we didn't do what we were supposed to do or should be doing, we'd get a bad grade or an F. That stands for fail. Now, as adults, when we don't do what we're supposed to be doing or should be doing, we at times feel bad or like we've failed. At some point or another, these very natural, very normal influences led us towards losing ourselves and becoming what others wanted us to be. In an effort to what? To fit in, feel accepted, feel loved. So growing up, we learned how to create social images or masks based on what others wanted us to be. And in order to maintain or uphold these masks, we kept emotions stored away inside. Keeping emotions inside creates a wall. And for some, that wall can turn into resentment or anger, which on a physical level can turn into tightness and tension that can then cause one to want to lash out, get defensive, fight, right? For others, it's the complete opposite of that. It's not fighting, not lashing out, not easily getting defensive or angered, but instead crying over anything, apologizing for everything. Another wall that can be created when keeping emotions inside is a sort of isolation wall where on the outside we appear to look fine, but on the inside we're really screaming or feeling numb or depressed, but don't show it. Now, these are just a few ways keeping emotions inside can look like. But no matter what types of different protective walls or defense mechanisms we create, it is a result of not expressing how we feel or allowing ourselves to feel emotions. And then fear comes in. We're afraid to what? We're afraid of what other people are going to think. We're afraid of feeling rejected. We're afraid of failing, afraid of the unknown, afraid of not being good enough. All of which were programmed in us from the very moment we arrived. and was continuously reinforced as we got older. So we grew up keeping emotions buried inside. We moved through life getting caught up in people's opinions and judgments and all that stuff, leading us to add to the already unpleasant program conditioned thoughts, which pretty much sound like a voice in our head that replays stories of events, of certain people, situations from the past that make us feel like crap. And in addition to this, now when good things do start to happen, when what we want begins to happen or things start to look up, like things are looking up, we get suspicious. We don't trust it. We're like, oh no, things are going too good. Something's bound to happen, bound to hit the fan. Anticipating, waiting for something bad or lousy to happen. And then when it does, what do we say? What do we say? I knew it, right? We say, I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. Really, honestly, not realizing that we actually contributed, assisted in that lousy thing happening. Meaning that we didn't want something to happen so badly that we actually helped make it happen based on our thoughts and emotions. Let me share with you a quick example to better illustrate the totality of what I'm sharing here. So, let's say that I've been trying to save money for something that I really, really want, right? Something that will help significantly and benefit a lot of people. But it appears like there are delays, like things keep coming up, don't seem to work out, like no matter what I do, I just can't seem to have a specific amount in my account. And so, in the moment of me checking my bank statement, it is likely that a conditioned thought will arise silently in my head that will say, I don't have the money. Because growing up, I often heard the words, I don't have the money, which will most likely spark an emotion like feeling unworthy or not good enough, because growing up, no matter what I did, I often felt this way. So there I am now as an adult checking my bank statement, feeling triggered. At that point, I'm most likely going to feed that trigger, feed those old conditioned thoughts and emotions by saying out loud and frustratingly, I don't have the money, which will then reinforce and repeat the cycle because I keep feeding the very thing I don't want. Do you feel me? Am I making sense here? Let me know. Put the emoji with this hand raise just to let me know that you hear me, that I'm making sense, that I'm all right. Oh, and by the way, this was a true story of mine. Anywho, regardless of what that goal, aspiration, intention is for you, whether it's doing something that you've been wanting to do, trying to do, can't get yourself to do, can't follow through, finish, show up for, whatever that thing is for you that you can't seem to embody, actualize, bring to life, there are conditioned thoughts that you will hear and emotions connected to those thoughts that you will feel. It is holding on to those not so good feeling emotions and believing the disempowering thoughts that influences your outcomes. So, if we're holding on to an emotion that feels unworthy, we will often create situations that will prevent us from receiving. If we're holding on to a conditioned thought that doesn't believe in itself, then we will often create situations that will prevent us from doing something that will benefit us. as a result of holding on to beliefs of the past and emotions that no longer serve us. Here's the thing. Thoughts and emotions are not yours to begin with. Let me repeat. Thoughts and emotions are not yours to begin with. How can they be yours when I can hear the same thoughts and feel the same emotions? Yes, we each individually have different experiences. Yes, we each individually see life from different perspectives, but we all have access to the same thoughts and emotions. I'm tripping out just listening. So, thoughts and emotions exist throughout, but an aspect of you, a piece of you, a part of you is holding on and attaching yourself to what is labeled as quote unquote negative thoughts and emotions. But they're really not negative. They really are not. Any disempowering beliefs or any negative emotions exist to help us on a human level. And here are two ways they do that. Thoughts and emotions arise in the form of not feeling good when we are going against the current, away from our true essence, away from our greatness, away from our full potential. Right? 2, one reason why a negative thought and emotion connected to that thought will show itself to you is because it is calling to be moved through, healed within you, and released by you. But what do so many of us do? We hide them, we shove them down, we bury them, we internally feed them, we add to them, and we create a downward spiral of self-sabotaging storytelling. And then, when we can't take the self-sabotaging destructive story, we blame. We blame our job, we blame our relationship, we blame our finances. It's because of that, it's because of this, it's because of fill in the blank, right? But we're really blaming to feel relief. We blame to lighten the baggage, the emotional baggage that we're carrying. Any action towards you done by an individual is based on how that particular individual was treated or mistreated and how they were loved. Now, this doesn't mean that we're dismissing a person's actions. No. What we're doing here is we're going beyond their actions and acknowledging that there are beliefs and emotions behind the actions. Now, this doesn't just apply to an individual's actions towards you. This also applies to the actions towards you done by parts of you. Meaning that we're also going beyond your disempowering or harmful actions towards yourself and acknowledging that there are beliefs and emotions behind your actions towards you. Ultimately, no one's to blame. Blame is another wall, a self-defense mechanism wall that was built to provide us a sense of relief and protection. All negative emotions have good intentions. Again, they exist to serve us, to help us. But we as humans so often attach to them, hold on to them, and carry them with us for many years. It's time to let them go. Your practice is now to move through the emotions so that you can detach from them and free them. You see, you're here on one end, and what you want is on the other end. The emotion that wants to be freed and released is in between. In order for that emotion to be released and for you to get what you want, you got to move through it. So the way out is the way in, through it. So, how do you know which emotion to let go of first? By becoming aware of the emotion that's presenting itself to you, that's showing itself to you at this stage of your life. Now, there's no need to go back searching or reliving your childhood memories. Simply start where you are now. You heal the past by moving through whatever's coming up for you now. And how do you move through and let go of these emotions? By feeling them all the way through. And how do you feel an emotion all the way through? I like your questions. Thank you. I'm glad you asked. First, by acknowledging that they exist. By no longer suppressing or hiding the emotion that is showing itself to you. Second, you breathe. Take a couple of deep breaths to bring your heart rate down and to calm the body's physiological reaction to that emotion. A good technique, by the way, is one where you inhale for 4 counts, you hold the breath at the top for 4 counts, and then you exhale for 4 counts, and then you hold the breath at the bottom for 4 counts. Like this. So we inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold it, 2, 3, 4, and then exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold it at the bottom, 2, 3, 4. The third part to feeling an emotion all the way through is you talk to it. You talk to it like you would someone you care about. That is so important. You just ask why it feels the way it feels. Allow it to express, to share, and listen deeply. Feel deeply, and be there for it like you would someone you love. Emotions will always talk to you, just like people feeling emotions talk to you. So, the key to feeling an emotion all the way through and healing your past is to first acknowledge the emotion. Second, take some deep, full belly breaths, breathing from the diaphragm. And third, talk to it like someone you love and care about. Emotions will always be released when you open your heart to them. When you show love, understanding, compassion, respect, and acceptance that they exist. So open your soul's eternal heart to the closing of your human emotional heart. I'm going to end this teaching with a really great practice that can create a powerful shift within you if you allow it. It's a well-known sacred Hawaiian practice that is called Ho'oponopono. It is often referred to as a prayer, a mantra, or a meditation. This practice is used in different ways. I use it as a way to open my heart and move through emotions. Okay, let's say that sadness has surfaced within me, which is an emotion that wants to be freed, released by me. That's why it has come to light. So instead of suppressing it, I acknowledge that sadness exists. I close my eyes, take a couple of deep breaths, and see sadness in front of me. As I do, I look deeply into its watery eyes, open my heart to it, and say these words. I'm sorry, forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I thank you. I love you. Ho'oponopono. 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 Now, if that resonated with you, allow yourself to feel whatever's coming up for you now. Dropping all your walls, closing your eyes, taking a couple of deep breaths, relaxing your shoulders, your hands, your face. Just allowing those emotions to come up for you, whatever they are. And say to them, I'm sorry, forgive me, I thank you, I love you, I'm sorry, forgive me, I thank you, I love you, Ho'oponopono, 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 Ho'oponopono. Just feel how it feels to feel, to have the opportunity to start new and fresh, to reinvent, to recreate a new you. You see, it comes down to one thing: love. Loving all aspects of you. And if you can just take a moment to acknowledge and show love to all aspects of you, you will have access to healing, guidance, wisdom, support, insights, revelations, and so much more. Well, I hope this was helpful. If you like this message and would like to share it with those you care about, please spread the love. May you shine your light and continue to be gentle, kind, loving, understanding to all aspects of you and each other. I love you. Take care of you, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.